Raven back here for part 2 of my final championship series on Grid 2 single player. Gonna go ahead and do a commentary here for this whole race. This one was a bit of an interesting one. I have a bit of an edit right here, and this is actually about my 10th restart. This Miami track is... I found out it was very treacherous with these cars. You got a lot of high-speed corners, and the low-speed stuff the AI aren't exactly quick through, and that was where I was making up most of the positions. But all these sort of split route high-speed corners and stuff, the AI are pretty dangerous through all these areas, and it's very easy to make contact and end up in the wall head-on. But yeah, I got a decent launch there, put it up the inside of the Merc, and he didn't give me any room, but still got past him. It's pretty much the only way you can make up any positions on this game like that. You just got to dive bomb down the inside, and went in a little too deep on that one, but yeah, still ended up making at least one spot up. Did the same thing here at this point. Took the split route, made up a spot, and I heard he ran into the back of me. And I made this mistake here. I followed the AI there as he got that little wheel spin moment, and I just smashed into the wall, and now I'm back in 5th. So this wasn't exactly a great start to the race. But, yeah, I mean, of course, starting 10th, I think, up to 4th by the end of lap 1 wasn't too bad. I had a bit of a moment here. Didn't think the AI was going to break that early for the corner. And it's like I said, through these sort of slow corners, second, third gear corners, the AI just seemed to crawl through there. I mean, I'd normally be up and over the curb and flying through there, and wow, for some reason that guy, I think, must have crashed, and he was just parked in the middle of the road. And I just, thank God I was running with damage visual only here, because that would not have ended well. That would have definitely been restart number, you know, freaking 300 or something, who knows. But yeah, so got away with it, and now I'm on the prowl, have a bit of clean air up to first place here, and through this section, you can just see how much I'm closing in. I'm not even being too aggressive on the throttle or anything, and I just closed up about 3 or 4 seconds in just a matter of a couple of corners. Probably should have ran these races on hard, but the AI, and speaking, I'll go ahead and give my impressions just sort of on the game as a whole now, since I've played majority of it. Haven't touched multiplayer, but just in terms of the single player. AI-wise, I think it's okay. At least they put up a good fight. The biggest issue that I have with another Codemasters racing game with the F1 series is it just seems like as soon as you go side by side or dive bomb, the AI will just back out of it. And I like being able to put the car, you know, in those tight spaces, and the AI not just aborting the corner or just giving you the position and then losing, you know, up-teen amount of seconds just because you sort of got in their way. And yeah, it makes this game a hell of a lot more challenging than most conventional racers. That being said, the AI, yeah, are definitely a little bit over-aggressive at times, but I'd still prefer that to the sort of processional, early sort of Gran Turismo sort of scripted AI, which is sort of like what it is on F1. So I would give it a pretty high rating for the AI. On to graphics, it's not exactly, I would say, the prettiest of games. I would only really demote it on, there's quite a bit of screen tearing and frame rate drops, especially whenever there's any kind of collision or contact. And I think actually the sensitivity of the damage contributes to that a little bit. It seems like just the slightest bit of contact with an AI car, and there's bumpers and side mirrors and everything hanging and falling off the cars. That being said, it's not a bad thing that the damage is that sensitive, but still, if it creates issues with the graphics and with the frame rate, then it's probably not the best of things that they could have cleaned it up a little bit, I think. But yeah, I'll give some more impressions in my next video. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and until next time, Raven out.